Festival of Architecture and Interior Designing 2014 blazed a trail, bringing together celebrated architects, designers, builders and other stakeholders under one roof in Mumbai. One of its kind in India, the festival offered a vibrant platform to share experiences, ideologies and designs.
I think it's a wonderful festival, and I think it's all about celebrating architecture. So, and I think that along with the exhibitions really makes a great 2 days where we learn about various new facets about what design and other deliberations are.
People coming together always teach and learn. A festival of this nature will bring across the best minds in the industry and put them against or put them together with the best products available in the industry. I only see this as a what we call a win-win situation where everybody goes away richer, more experienced, with more information and knowledge available about the various products in there.
It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to be invited to welcome the guests to this wonderful festival, a celebration of architecture.
Set against the backdrop and theme of transformations, 4/8 2014 attracted industry stalwarts who set the tone for 2 power-packed days of collaboration, exchange and celebration.
We learn every day something new till our last breath. So let's come together and celebrate architecture and interior designing.
Could I please get everybody to stand up? Everybody stand up. Put your hands in the air like this. Okay, stretch out. Okay, put your hands together and welcome each other.
Mr. Narendra Modi is planning to make 100 new smart cities.
With responsible architecture as one of its thrusts, the festival aimed at showcasing the progress of contemporary architecture and interior designing in India over the past decade.
It is my desire that through this festival, we need to get architects really to get back to design. Because unless the architects are not involved in creation of these new cities, the soul of the city, what we need to create, is not going to happen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that wonderful note, it's also time for me to invite the very young and the dynamic Chairman and Managing Director of Rustom G Group. Can we have a huge round of applause? So please help me welcome Mr. Boman Irani.
Imagination is more important than knowledge, because knowledge is all about everything that we know now. But imagination is what goes out there and actually, encompasses all that we are not aware in the present realm. What I look for in my architects is someone who can embrace science and technology, of course, who can also embrace the civic needs and the demographics of a city.
I'd like to welcome everyone on the panel discussion.
The 2-day national conference was geared towards bringing the best minds together to spark an exchange on development and progress of new strategies.
Does design need a patron? And having said that, take it to the next level and ask, what is the parameter of a patron that we are looking at?
Obviously, design needs a patron. We need our money to earn and somebody to pay us.
I think the best relationships and the best outcomes happen when the relationship is based on necessities of satisfying individual needs.
The conference themes ranged from brands as patrons of creativity, architecture a luxury or necessity, and the like, to offer thought-provoking insights for the delegates.
Whatever its stardust is worth.
There's a triangulation between design, vendor and client. and no form of art can exist without somebody patronizing it. It's a matter of need and demand.
I think we live in very exciting times right now architecturally, and there's a new adoption of technology that is happening, which will be a means of doing things better, faster, cheaper.
There was a desperate vacuum within India for a forum for architects and interior designers.
I think FOID is a great effort in the right direction. Any kind of forum that brings together different stakeholders in the design fraternity and the construction industry is always successful.
I think it's forums like these that need to act as a catalyst to ignite the dowsing passion within the architects and the designers. They are a little demotivated lot right now.
The first thought that comes to me is both the words luxury and necessity are very relative.
Valuable takes on architectural vision as India gears up for the 100 smart cities were shared.
It's between truth and lies. It's non-judgmental. And in between these two diametrically opposite situations lies an element of art and design.
I don't think luxury is an abusive word. It's very important to understand. If you have one phone, it's a utility. I mean, if you have two, it's luxury. If you have three, it is opulence. And if you have none, it is paradise. I mean, it's brilliant to see how different people, eloquate something like this.
I think this festival is wonderful because they have included architecture and interior design, both of them as in the same forum. In the world where everything is getting over specialized and they are kind of breaking architecture and interior design separately, I have always wondered if that's the right thing to do or not.
I think architecture is so important for everybody. It has to be part of mainstream media. People need to be exposed. People need to understand that it is not something which is just to be taken for granted. It is something that could change the way you live, change the way our children live, change the way the country is perceived on a larger platform.
How are we going to kind of look at our smaller towns? They have to find their own USP. They have to be proud of their own uniqueness of development, because otherwise we'll be creating monocultures for sure.
Festival of Architecture and Interior Designing provided a unique opportunity for brands to showcase their concepts and excite the attendees.
Hacker is one company in the whole of EU in its own way that they fit into all the three segments of the market. That means they have enough into their production line to provide kitchens for the low segment, mid segment and the luxury segment from the same very platform. We have had a lot of very good interactions with a lot of architects who have been here. We foresee that we could interact with a lot of architects, which is very hard to find otherwise. So this platform is quite good, very good, and should give us good results.
The platform enabled them to seek new alliances and expand their existing business model.
If you visit our stall and look at the products that we have on display, they're all made in India. They're all made from Canadian wood. They look very attractive, and they will have just as long a service life as hardwoods would have, and they're much cheaper.
Innovative concepts that redefine the paradigm of technology and retail were displayed.
This is an innovation which actually takes our products to the doorstep of the architects and interior designers. It's an ambulatory showcase or an experience center where the whole range of our contemporary products and designs are on display, and it allows us to go to every place and every nook and cranny of the city, in every part of the country, where you can actually reach out to the architects rather than expecting them to come over to a fixed brick and mortar called showroom.
As the conference gathered momentum, topics like sustainability, technology, influence of lighting and engaging the senses were deliberated on.
All my colleagues here and friends to experience what happens without a light. We all see it when it is pitch black. But a single ray of light creates a lot of hopes, a lot of excitement, and creates dimensions in the spaces we live in.
The same romance you should feel when you enter a space. The feeling of coziness. All human beings long for warmth, and you want a cozy feeling when you enter any space. You want to be comfortable. Because lighting is all about humans and what comfort we create for them.
The point is that, there is scope for collaboration. You look at all your typologies, you look at housing, you look at public space, you look at healthcare, you look at retail, you look at transportation, you look at infrastructure. Like the Mumbai International Airport, that's a hybridization between infrastructure stroke transportation and an arts program.
Buildings should not last very long. They should be made in such a way they can kind of die at a very young age.
The speakers shared their understanding on augmented design, inclusion, blurring the boundaries and a host of other themes.
Actually, I think technology makes it a lot easier to be able to create designs that are complicated. And what would have happened earlier is when you try to sketch forms that are very complex, it's extremely difficult to translate that into drawings under normal circumstances the way we used to draw 10 years back from now.
Initially, when we started our careers, we were on the drawing board, and we used to draw with a pencil. The client used to come, he had some change to be made. We used to say, okay, come back after 2 days, because you had to make a new drawing, and that was the time that it would take.
All societies have transformed over a period of time, over thousands of years, but there is a timeline, a time to it. And today's transformations are very, very rapid. So understanding the positive and the negative impact of these transformations, I think, is what we were trying to build as a discussion for the panel and even for the audience.
We need to do something strongly for the future of our country, which is the student level. And I believe FOID is doing it has already taken one step of inviting students and building, because they are the real asset with us, who is going to build our country, who is going to take Indian design fraternity to a level where we will be very proud to stand in international arenas also.
Let's enter the world of architecture.
SEDExpo.com, an innovative and comprehensive online business-to-business dynamic portal for the construction, building material and real estate community. The first evening drew to a close with the launch of this portal, a one-stop solution for marketing, branding, product launching and much more for its members.
SEDExpo.com, an online architecture and design exhibition. Searching is so easy. Any information you need is just a click away.
There are 3-4 architects who are going to present on certain projects. One is on the luxury side, one is on the affordable side, and one is on the mid-segment side, and giving the visions that how can you design your products in such a way which can enhance your cities further better for development.
The evening also lent itself to inspiring one-on-one conversations with design professionals and presentations of their acclaimed projects. The design arena was buzzing with activity for 2 days at the Festival of Architecture and Interior Designing 2014. A unique architects and designers project showcase, the Design Arena gave an opportunity to top 40 design professionals from across the country to exhibit their award-winning projects in a pictorial representation. The eclectic display had projects from hotel and leisure, healthcare, office, residential and retail space among others.
So here we are faced with this project, a small office building. What we looked at as traditional architecture, that every piece of traditional architecture that has existed there and still exists has used the jali screen. And it's this jali screen that we've incorporated in this office building. So what the jali does is, it corroborates to the tradition of Rajasthan in the first place. In the second place, it reduces the heat gain into the building by 30%. Air conditioning cost is lower. So you have an office building which is energy efficient simply by its design.
The client had a very simple brief. He said, look, I don't want a distracting home. I want to experience the natural beauty of the site itself. It's a weekend house, so they would go to it perhaps at least two weekends of a month, if not more, and they like to entertain. So it's also a home built with this, considering this inside-outside relationship where gatherings could become intimate within the house, but kind of explode out into the exterior, experiencing Damdama Lake and experiencing the Aravalis. In terms of technology, you could control this house before you even arrive at it. From your iPhone or your iPad, you can have the air conditioning systems turned on, the music turned on.
This sculpture that you see is a 32 feet high glass sculpture. It's made of optic glass, weighs 4 tons. Lights pass through it, and as a background to that, this whole glowing wall is an alabaster panel made in Barcelona. It's also the largest glass sculpture ever built in the history of the world. And what you see at the bottom, mosaic is usually an ancient technique, but this was used using new age CAD/CAM technology. It was done by the lineage of artists, of mosaic artists from Ravenna in Italy, who were a lineage of 1,000-year-old artists, the same people who had earlier worked on all the cathedrals in Europe. We did some pretty dramatic stuff in this project. For example, the atrium, at the bottom of the atrium. This is a theme that has been used by Meridian worldwide in their ad campaign.
What is it that feeds an architect's soul? Some sure find inspiration in music. The festival reached a high note with the dynamic architect Rahul Mistry serenading the spirited audience. A fitting conclusion to the Festival of Architecture and Interior Designing 2014, the Design Icon Awards were dedicated to the architecture and interior design visionaries.
Let's pump in some more energy because it's time to felicitate our next young achiever.
Top designers and stakeholders were felicitated for their continuous contribution in changing the architecture and interior infrastructure in India.
And now let's hear it for our next achiever for the night.
Raising the bar, the Design Icon Awards are aimed at creating an industry legacy that would unite the practitioners for years to come.